Maybe if we could like work on how we criticize it and try and be like, okay, if you're gonna do
It's a terrible script. It was just terrible.
We just walked out of Zach Snyder's
and Netflix's
Army of the
Dead. I was gonna call it Dawn of the Dead.
I forgot when we started. I was like, what's this called again?
I want to be less negative than we were last time, but we chose a bad movie to start that with. Okay, I'll start off with the fun bit of information that I don't think both of you know. Tig Notaro was not originally in the movie. She is composited into everything, replacing Chris D'Elia because of everything that went down with Chris D'Elia last year. So he was cut from the film, and they replaced every single shot that she's in with him. So that's why even when I was watching for it, because I was so excited just to see how they do it. Remember how at the beginning she's like through the fence?
Yeah.
They did every shot like...
That's so weird.
I know. And she was like, well, obviously with us one.
She's my favorite part of the movie.
There
was one shot that I was like, it's weird that Tig isn't in this shot. Like the
She
way that it
looked
was
a little
happening.
off.
She wasn't in the movie.
It's so weird.
And he was like, it looks fine in this movie? Because that's how it looks like they shot everyone.
The whole fucking movie looked like that. It was
This
all
is-
so like CGI'd and kind of weird.
I know. And then sometimes they would
Didn't
cut
even
out to a
notice.
wide, and I was like, wait, are they on a real set? Because this wide looks real, but the depth of field, it wasn't even like it's so shallow, like there's not a lot of room, but what was out of focus, it was so blurry.
It was very blurry.
And what was in focus, I leaned to Clay. I was having a hard time just seeing anything.
It looked like he was struggling to keep focus at times.
Keep focus and just like expose their eyes. Like my eyes kind of hurt from like trying to see them.
I
was a
remember there were
really
certain
shallow
shots that the whole thing looked blurry. Like even the people.
There were times when like the face was, I remember her face, the daughter was in focus and her necklace wasn't. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it felt like a movie made up of assets. Even the actors themselves. The whole thing felt like he just went and put things in.
It felt very indie. It was very limited in what they were showing you constantly.
Yeah.
I always start off with some positive because I know it's gonna be negative.
Okay.
Tig was pretty good, especially considering she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Imagine having to just act on a green screen over someone else's. She was my favorite part.
My favorite part
Right.
was the zombies.
Yeah.
To me, that was what Zach Snyder brought to this. He made cool, badass zombies.
I thought I'd seen better. I don't know.
I don't think so. Those are some of the best zombies I've seen.
They were
Especially
cool. Their
the
noise.
bride and the king guy, whatever.
I liked their
The
noises
original.
a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the noises were cool. They were like when they first saw the queen like creeping around and the big guy, they were like cool looking and
Oh,
they sounded really
that's
cool.
cool. You like that? It didn't have that spark to me. It felt like remember those old games you would shoot like zombies and stuff at the screen? It felt like that to an extreme.
I liked the way they moved. I thought that they were very physical and cool looking. I don't know. I just liked that.
The action was very video gamey.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but not
Too
like
much.
super cool. If you're gonna make, I don't know.
No.
That's
yeah,
probably my
it
biggest
wasn't.
complaint is that if you're gonna go action, I don't care about the story. I would like a really cool action movie.
I liked
and I
the
saw
one
better
scene.
action in True Detective.
The first chick that died, I liked her death scene in
Yeah,
the dark.
I was gonna say
was
that.
cool.
That was super
Oh,
cool.
Like when that started happening, I was like, okay, if the
She was
rest of the
badass.
movie is like
Yeah.
this, I think I can watch it and
When
enjoy
she-
it.
and I liked the
exploded.
wide down the hallway, and she was like fighting them
Yeah.
all off. That looked really cool.
No,
he set
just
that up
the whole
nice,
thing
yeah.
of her in the dark, and then she breaks through the glass. Like, oh, that was just kind of fun.
The sound was really good, and she was like beating
The
them
sound
up.
was
like,
really good.
She was.
It was.
That was
yeah.
the best combat.
That whole sequence felt cool.
Yeah, I liked. I don't even remember. Was she just like the friend of the YouTuber?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some random side character was the only one I cared about. And I guess Tig.
Yeah, I didn't really care about any of them.
I don't know how to structure this review because all of my complaints about this movie are basically the same as the last two movies. The dialogue was just making the most basic choices at every single turn. The story was underdeveloped and uninteresting.
Maybe if we could like work on how we criticize it and try and be
It
like,
was
okay, if you're gonna do
This is a terrible script. It was just terrible. So boring.
No, it was. I know. I was pretty bored.
I really
was that
wanted to
bored
like
and
it
saw.
because I like Zack Snyder, but
I was less
Oh, at a
bored
certain
than
point in
Saw.
it, I remembered Zack Snyder did Sucker Punch, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah, dude. This
wasn't that bad.
I
but
forgot
it
he was capable of that.
This felt like it was bad because of like limitations. Sucker
In a-
Punch was just
No, I mean he wrote the
bad
script.
choices.
He was the DP. He was the
man.
director. This was like
His credits,
another
it
one
was
of
his
his
big-
projects.
yeah.
I just don't like when he has full control. I like when he's just the director doing his
Yeah.
thing, but I don't know.
The dialogue was so bad.
It's strange to make a movie around those visuals that I wouldn't even crave that much to begin with. The Vegas zombie visuals, the coins and the money flying, the explosions,
It's
and
fun.
like
the
I
first
just-
montage was fun. The rest of the movie was
Yeah.
like that, a little more fun.
I agree, it's kind of fun.
A lot of people
I was
really
gonna say,
love
I think
it.
that's just a taste thing.
I
for
think
you.
people are gonna like this movie a lot.
What's weird is that whole intro, that whole like montage to what was happening in Lava, and the weird intro with the guy in the car with the woman, the way that it all started was just really silly, and then the whole
Yeah.
montage was really, really silly. It was like, oh, we're gonna make fun of what this movie could be, and then it just was that the whole time. Like this just, it was like, we're gonna be comedy, and then
And then it shows
took
every
itself
cheesy
really
route.
seriously
Yeah.
for the rest of the movie, and had like a
Yeah.
couple jokes here and there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they don't make that decision to commit one way or the other. Same problem with Nobody, and same problem with Saw. When you have a police chief saying those
Spiral.
lines, it's gonna be funny. Yeah.
Spiral.
And when you have her saying at the end, like, I didn't come here for the money, I came here for you. Like, that's just
Dude,
funny.
that made no sense either.
It's just like, at that point, it's just funny. That's a joke. I don't understand how they don't see that on paper.
It just sort of came out of nowhere.
It was it's just like,
Also,
this is the
like,
part
they're
where
in
the
the-
romance happens,
There was
right?
no
And it's
proper
just-
Yeah.
development of these characters. Good zombies, and the
God.
one action scene.
Well, he's
chick.
got a cape and a
I liked
horse.
That was cool.
It
was
could
silly.
have been cool. It was silly. It would have
It's
been really
super
cool
silly.
and
That's all I
fun.
think. Is like,
Why is this movie not a comedy? Why would you not make it a
It,
comedy?
I
How
think,
would that not be more
I
fun?
think it's a comedy, but they just didn't do a good job of making you laugh for like a good part of it.
No, they took those characters seriously.
At a certain point, they really did.
Just a weird, boring zombie heist movie
Yeah.
with lame twists and turns, like the guy that was actually a villain.
That's hardly a twist.
I almost leaned to you very early on when he said that tiger line. I was almost like, he gets eaten by the tiger. I just knew right then. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. So that guy is the one. I knew in my bones.
That was what he was going to deliver on for
I was
people.
like, oh, okay, this guy gets ripped apart. And then he kept being an asshole. I was like,
I felt like it was made by an influencer that was just like hit
Mm-hmm.
these beats, like all these trending words, and like make a movie about them. The zombie, tiger, Vegas, nudity, nuclear war, gore, tiger, tiger.
yeah, I mean, people are just gonna go in and enjoy seeing them shoot the zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think even if that's like the thing that you care about most in your movie, there were better ways of doing it. There's that one scene that I liked that I,
liked
thought was
it,
cool.
yep.
But the rest of it, yeah, it was shot really weird.
There were way too many people on the heist.
I like smaller heist teams too. I thought that.
Good things. What you said yours? Did you say yours?
I liked the beginning sequence. I liked the slow motion Vegas. And I like that it was making fun of that story. That's why I'm still like so confused about why we ended up watching it all. They cut from that whole sequence where they were kind of like, all this drama happened. Look how crazy this was, and kind of making fun of it. And then later he's having flashbacks of stuff that happened then.
Of like the horror.
And I'm like, you just made fun of this. Like, why am I seeing this now?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
flashbacks
understand.
were horror.
Strange.
Yeah. I'm like, you just told me not to care about this.
Yeah.
So weird.
I
I
think you
don't
nailed
get
it on the head right there, honestly.
I honestly
the
thought
hard-
that's what we were going into.
Zombieland?
I thought so too.
Way more of a comedy.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
having fun. He just went
Like a
really
bad
serious
action
with
movie.
the father-daughter relationship, and it just was so flat, so boring.
Yeah, even Cabin in the Woods, like when people were dying at the ending, they died on punchlines. Like
Yeah.
the mermaid, you know,
Yeah.
like they should have all died on a punchline.
should've-
Like the
yeah.
guy and the tiger, and then everyone else should have been like, oh, the irony. You know?
Yeah.
When the girl said that she came for him and then okay, this is a big spoiler, and then immediately died in like a
Yeah.
brutal but like almost kind of funny way. I didn't even know what he was going for, serious or funny there. It was just so weird.
Between that and the
Just
weird,
felt awkward. I was
crappy,
like, oh.
oh my god, capturing a human is the
Yeah.
hardest thing. Between those two things, that's what kind of did it for me. They didn't pick the comedy genre in the end, and the filming was just too bizarre. Honestly, it hurt my eyes the whole time. I was like,
Definitely the
this
beginning.
is like blurry and
better
annoying.
once they got into the city, I think. But yeah.
Tech all
Hey,
them.
how's it going?
Hello.
We about done?
Oh yeah, we're
yeah,
finishing
we're
up.
finishing up.
We
We're
just
just
finished our
having a
movie.
conversation.
Yeah.
Is the mall closing?
Yeah, mall closed at 10 o'clock.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
We're
10:25.
headed
All
out.
You're
right.
not causing any trouble.
Yeah, we'll pack up.
Okay.
Thanks
Have a
so
good
much.
day.
Have
You
a good
too.
one.
Alrighty, let's do this. Any last thoughts? Army of the Dead gets a 74 from critics and a 79 from audience. I don't know what people are watching, man. We're just off. Zach Snyder clearly felt the little pressure to cut in assembling this 2.5-hour zombie heist hybrid.
Was
It
that
was
long?
really long.
Oh my god, it was pointless.
I think it's much here.
We have to head out. Bye, everyone.